welcome back to the channel. So I want to tell a story. Around about 4 years ago, I was consistently hitting the gym, and I've always been that type of person, and when I do something I'm committed to it and I show up and I fucking love it. And what was tending to happen was I ended up finding myself going to the gym, going through the motions, sticking to the same exercises, and making some progress in the gym in terms of lifting weights, but I wasn't really seeing any visible progress. And as the weeks went on, I was getting more and more frustrated at the fact that I wasn't really transforming my physique. And then one day, I went on Instagram and I seen a very good friend of mine who is a coach, get a crazy transformation, like a mad transformation. And he did it in around about 16 weeks. And I looked at that and I was like, he's done that in 16 weeks. And I've been doing this training for like 3 years, 4 years at this point, and I haven't seen that progress. Like, what am I actually doing wrong? And because I had a bit of an ego about me, I didn't really want to ask him for help. I didn't really want to approach him because I felt a little bit stupid, I won't lie. So, months and months went on still, me being stubborn, me being arrogant or egotistical, whatever you want to call it, until finally one time I just said, you know what it is, buddy? How did you actually do it? How did you actually get this type of transformation and go ahead and get this type of photo shoot? Because when I saw his physique and I saw his starting photos and his starting position to where we're at in the amount of time, I just couldn't believe how fast he did it and the level of result that he actually got. And he told me, look, Kyle, it's down to your nutrition, your macros, your calories. So it's all right doing 80% of the work in the gym, or putting all your time and effort into the gym and training. But if you get home and you're just winging your foods, winging your macros, guessing everything, then you're always going to be on the back foot. So I took the decision that day to sign up with him. And when I signed up with him, which was the hardest step, the beliefs that I had were, I can do it all myself, I don't really need a coach, I've been training for a while, I know what I'm doing, X, Y, and Z. I had all these limiting beliefs that were holding me back. And I said to myself, for me to get to that next level, I have to get some help, and I have to approach someone who knows what they're doing. So I asked for his help, we jumped on a call, and it wasn't even like a sales call, it was like a high quality conversation that we had about where I wanted to be. And it just felt so easy, no pressure, I wouldn't feel like I was forced, it felt aligned and correct. And, the moment I got signed up with Kieran, he gave me the clarity on the foods and nutrition, and he gave me some clarity on exercising and just switching up a little bit, and he coached me throughout the process. Week on week, my body, my physique transformed to a level that I've never seen before. And the level of accountability and support that I received from him from day one to, right to the end, was just, it were nothing short of what I needed. And then I kind of thought to myself, if you want to be a coach, right, you want to be a high quality coach, you've got to be willing to be coached yourself. There's no chance that someone's going to invest money, time and effort into you if you're not willing to put money and time and effort into yourself and coach yourself. So that's a major point that I wanted to speak about, is it's all good when you're training. Hold on. It's all good when you're training and you're showing up to the gym and you're training hard and you're getting PBs or whatever, and you might find that you are making some success, but eventually you will plateau. That is a guaranteed fact. You will plateau at some point, and if you haven't got anyone pointing you in the right direction, you haven't got anyone actually overseeing your calories, looking at your steps, looking at all the basic stuff, and actually calling you out on your bullshit, then you're always going to be on the back foot. Now, this is where the story gets a little bit funny, right? Is because I went over to Marbella, and when I was out in Marbella, I wasn't partying or out like that, but I was very relaxed with my foods, and I was 4 weeks away from my photo shoot. And when I was out there, I was doing a lot of steps, but I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing with my food. I was eating out all the time, I was indulging, X, Y, and Z. I'm on holiday, whatever. But then when I actually signed up on the form, on the check-in form, I told him that I'd had a 10-10 out of 10-10 week for nutrition compliance. I told him that I'd done really, really well, and actually I was lying through my teeth. I was just too fucking I was too prideful to admit that, I could get away with it because I've been doing a lot of steps and exercise on that week. Anyway, I took my photo shoot physique photos over and I sent them back to him, and he just asked for a phone call. So I jumped on the call and he just basically said, Carl, be truthful, have you been sticking to your diet? And I went, no, honestly, Kieran, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't. He goes, well, why are you actually putting that on your form then? Why even go to the extent of lying about it? What's the point? And it made me feel so small because, like, I respected him. And when I wasn't fucking telling him the truth, and I had to admit that, and my physique was showing that I wasn't on track where I need to be at that point, it made me feel like an idiot. It made me feel stupid. And then from that moment forth, I stuck to it, and that's why I got that level of result. So it's like, it's alright getting a coach, but actually not just fucking throwing a shitload of money at him. You've got to fucking actually do the process and hold yourself to a high standard. So the 3 things that I took away from that is, number 1 is letting go of your ego. Understanding that your ego is there to protect you and make you feel safe. It's not really there to fucking have you in the spotlight and make you look stupid when you know you're going wrong. Number 2 is be truthful and hold yourself to a high level. Be accountable to your goal and what you set out. If you know you want to get in fucking phenomenal shape, you know that you want to get in the best shape of your life, more than likely you're going to have to go places you've never been before. And getting a coach was by far the best investment that I made in 2024, that photo shoot. We've got the same for business mentors as well now. We are running it up with the business mentors to make sure the business is where it needs to be. And number 3 is like, don't be scared to approach people who have got the results that you want and say, like, how did you actually do it? How did you actually do it? And I want your help. Because that one decision, that one small decision there, or where it felt like a big one at the time, turned out to be the best decision that I made. Not only did it increase the results I had with my own personal progress, but the level of results that I got with my clients after, and the clients that we're working with now, has been like worth everything and tenfold more. So if you want to know a little bit more how we can help you transform your physique, just give me a shout, because I'll happily send you over the details. Just DM me on Instagram or comment underneath this video, and I will send you all of the details on how we can get you in phenomenal shape. Because I know what it's like to lose that 15 kilo of excess fat and reveal the physique that you've been working for so hard. You're a guy who trains consistently, you love training, you're just winging it with your macros, you're winging it with your foods, and that's what's holding you back. And you're winging it a little bit with your train as well. You train hard, but it could be better, and you know it. If you're that type of guy, just literally drop a message or drop a comment down below or DM me on Instagram. I'd love to take you through the process and have a conversation with you, because I know we can help you get to where you want to be. That is facts. So yeah, I'll speak to you on the next one. Let's go, champ. Boom.